introduced a centralized digital accounting system. 1,400 branches, end of the day, they balance, and then they give it to the region's total, and they balance, and then they send it to the headquarters. So in 2 days' time, headquarter knows the total reconciliation of the entire organization in Pakistan. And when we installed the digital centralized database, it was real time online. So any transaction taking place at the desk of any teller in Pakistan was simultaneously posted in the general ledger, and we had a consolidated data available all the time, 24 by 7. So end of the day, now they don't have to sit through and reconcile the accounts till the end of the day, bankers, the bank managers. They don't have to sit at the end of the month to do the balancing. Neither a annual closing a nightmare, and everything is happening automatically. So it has changed the flexible, and it has given more flexibility to the employees to apply their energies in other things like customer service, like improving. And you come to the next thing is the work culture, which changes, including leadership skills, changing now in the finance, right? Mental health has become an important factor, performance management, virtual teamwork, and then another feature of new work model is digitization of business in terms of services and customer relations. And we are all experiencing it. You're seeing it, I'm seeing it. Right now, I don't know, if you travel an Uber ride, how do they evaluate an Uber driver? It is not they wait for the monthly feedback or annual feedback or quarterly feedback. It is the moment a customer gets down, they ask for a rating and service satisfaction, and it is there. So that performance evaluation, quality of service, customer satisfaction, and relationship is being maintained real time, live all the time. And this is not something that could happen in the future, it's happening today. Similarly, adaptive resilience topics such as business continuity management and ESG must be a new thing. I'm sure Qatar must be advanced on it, but other countries are also working on it. So this is the environmental and the social and the governance objective. So we are entering into a new world which requires new work model and which requires entire organization to assume, and it also has an impact on finance, right? So let's be mentally prepared for the new work model, and we move on to this, the new world. And how many of you have heard the word VUCA? Anybody? None of you? If anybody
I
has,
I have never heard about VUCA.
congratulations. Who else? All right. Just remember these 4 words, VUCA. And I will request you to write it down on your writing pad, because later on I'm going to ask you to, after the program, during your own time, to go and Google and see. It's a fascinating things are happening. And we are actually living in the world of VUCA. What it says, that there is a new world now. And how come it is new and different from earlier world? On 4 things. First, it's a highly vulnerable world, different from the past years. So one thing is vulnerability. The other is characterized by uncertainty. We don't know. We can't. We used to, in Exxon days, we used to plan long-term strategy based on assumptions. So you are all strategic planning experts. You know how do we plan strategy? How do we plan business planning? Everything is based on certain assumptions, and those assumptions are macroeconomic conditions, macroeconomic development, economy growth, uh, you know, some exchange rate stabilization, etc., etc., etc. So now, what is happening is it's very uncertain now. We don't know what will be happening tomorrow. What would be the impact of Russian war in Ukraine ending tomorrow? If it ends, all of a sudden the oil prices will go haywire, world economy will change, and it will have an impact on your economy, and it will have an impact on your business. So volatility, uncertainty. Third is complex, which means basically there are so many options available. Ambiguity. Last is ambiguity. So it's complex, ambiguous world. VUCA world is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. Just remember this if you haven't heard it before, because we're going to talk a little bit more about it.